and welcome to CAWcreations by Cheryl Wortman. I am Cheryl Can on Instagram and Ravelry, and CAWcreations, C-A-W Creations, for my patterns. I come to you from Cornwall, Prince Edward Island, Canada's smallest province. And welcome back for those of you who've been here before, and welcome for those of you who are new. I usually talk a little bit about knitting, some of my design projects, and usually finish up with a book I've read. So let's get right at it. I've been about a month since I've recorded. It's been really busy. I've been designing some patterns for a new mini mill on Prince Edward Island called Fleece Harmony. Absolutely love their yarn. It's a soft 100% wool yarn. It's they have some natural colors and some dyes. They're just amazing. The yarn is so soft when you knit with it, and I've done some really neat things with the patterns. I'll share a bit more with you when I can. I have put out a call for some test knitters for some shawls on Instagram and Facebook. If people want to direct message me, you can do that. All of my contact information is below on YouTube, or I show it at the first of the show and at the end again. Anyway, let's get started. I have no finished objects right now that I can show. I've been doing a lot of work on finishing up different sizes of the patterns and working with test knitters on fixing up patterns to make sure they're ready and there's no mistakes in them when they go out. My work's in progress in my Annie Pearl bag. Oh, I guess I just have a ball of yarn in here right now. This is my bag by Annie Pearl that I ordered online. I'm making a Ironheart shawl from the Tin Can Ironheart sweater, from the Tin Can Knits Hard on My Sleeve collection. I've got both arms finished, and I've been working on the body. As you can see, I haven't gotten a whole lot done since the last time you saw it. I have 17 inches from here to under the arms before I can attach the arms. But again, I've been doing a lot of work on my other projects, so haven't gotten as much done with that. Sorry, I dropped the stitch marker and I didn't want to lose it. Oh, isn't that lovely? Look how I've pulled out all the stitches. Let's set that down carefully, and I'll fix that after I'm done. The other project I'm working on, it's not a surprise, but my daughter graduates from high school this year, and she didn't tell me until about a month ago, well, less than a month ago, since I recorded last, that she wanted an Afghan for graduation. So since she's going to university and going to be dealing with washing stuff on her own, we went with 100% acrylic. I used the sweet roll because she absolutely loved the colors. She wanted me to recreate an Afghan that I made for my mom and for my sister-in-law probably 10 years ago, 9-10 years ago. It was a quick knit Afghan by Lionheart. You knit it on a 15mm needle, so it's an absolutely massive needle. So I should be able to get it done for her before she graduates, or shortly after she graduates, and she won't be waiting for years for it. Originally, when she asked for an Afghan, I told her, I'll buy the yarn for you now, and when you graduate from university, you'll get the Afghan. But then when I realized she wanted the quick knit, I figured I can get it done. I like this pattern. It's really quick. It's a 2-color pattern, so you slip stitches across to get the changes in the colors. It knits up really nicely, so this turquoise is slipped across while you're knitting the light blue to get the color change here. And so that's what I'm doing. Vicky picked, this isn't the yarn, it was a Lion brand yarn that I'd used for my mom's, but we didn't find it right away, and so she picked these pretty colors. She's got the blue, the blues, and then she's got the kind of greenies, and let's see, what else did she pick here? Oh, that's the blue teal, and then the light blue, dark blue, and then she's got one that has pinks and one that has purples in it. So we're just going to keep the blue teal color running in the center all the way up, and then we'll be changing the colors to kind of gradient it through all the colors. So she should get that for her June graduation. So that's another project I cast on. I haven't done much on the socks that have the reversible cable at the top of them. Again, I've been doing a lot on my patterns, which should be coming out in the next month or so. The patterns are ready for test knitters, so that should mean I can step back and actually let other people knit now so that I can get some more done on my own projects. I'm trying to find, oh, there it is. Just excuse me for a moment. This is in a bag from Knitter's Nook. I got this from an Etsy seller from BC in Canada. I can't show you all the patterning on this new project that I'm doing for Fleece Harmony, but I just wanted to show you the beautiful colors. So there's the lovely coloring on the 100% wool. And I got this little bag from Knitter's Nook, and I love it because when my daughter was growing up, she had ADHD, and she asked 1,000,001 questions. So our kind of code for I'm done was elephants. Or if she asked me what was for supper and I didn't know, I would say elephants. So she's really cute when I had an elephant bag. I also got a jellyfish bag from Knitter's Nook. She had a great free shipping promotion on one weekend, and of course I fell victim to it. I love how they come all wrapped in the Ziploc bag and the cute little stitch marker that comes with them. They're very well made bags, and I love the little, I don't know if you can see it there, it says handmade with what love on the zipper pull. My last work in progress that I have to talk about are my knitted knockers. I'm doing these for Knitted Knockers of Canada. Our local store, Owl's Hollow, collects them. So you can see I've got the nipple knit, and I'm just part way around. Obviously I've pulled these out. So that's where I'm at with them. It's made with a really soft cotton yarn. It's a really great little knit to throw in my bag and go, but that's why I get it messed up sometimes. I should have it on a circular needle instead of DPNs, but I have all my circulars in use right now. So I'm using a 2mm DPN on that project. For some reason I'm having trouble recording video, so I'm just going to record audio and add pictures underneath for the rest of this. My book that I read was The Friday Night Knit Club by Kate Jacobs. My favorite character, I think, is Georgia, but sometimes I waffle between Georgia and Kat. I like Georgia because she had a baby young and I have a lot in common with her, but I really enjoyed the character of Kat because she changes throughout the book and really develops her sense of self and character throughout the story. It's a great little read. This isn't my first time reading it. It's fun, especially for those of us who knit and have our own little knit clubs as well. And we can relate to issues with patterns and mistakes and sizing and things like that. So that's pretty much everything. Just a reminder about the knit along. We're doing a knit along. I Like Your Sweater knit along. I'm doing it in conjunction with Moira and the Knitting in Stitches podcast. It's any sweater, adult sized, with arms, is eligible, so go to my Ravelry group to check that out. Had a wonderful weekend. We went to see Once in Halifax. It's a great little story about a couple who gets together and makes beautiful music. The cast and crew at the Neptune Theatre were excellent. I really, really enjoyed the show and have been on a high ever since I saw it. Spent the rest of the weekend visiting friends. Was really glad to see the friends I got to see while I was there. Feel bad for missing a few of the friends that we weren't able to catch. And then came home to a wonderful Mother's Day, a celebration with my children So have a wonderful couple of weeks. Happy knitting and enjoy your stories. Hope to see you again in 2 weeks when I record.